Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm Subponikid Poster, and last time we got into a fight with an archdemon and fell the fuck off of a castle. Let's see how that worked out for us. Could have been worse, I suppose.
Well, this is unexpected.
We were falling. If this is the afterlife, the Chantry owes me an apology. This looks nothing like the Maker's bosom.
No. The Inquisitor did something with the mark. Opened another rift. I think we're in the...
Great!
I've seen my father in the Fade. I've seen a demon pretending to be my sister in the Fade. But I've never seen this.
That's not how I remember the Fade either.
The first time I entered the Fade, it looked like a lovely castle filled with gold and silks. I met a marvelous desire demon, as I recall. We chatted and ate grapes before he attempted to possess me. Perhaps the difference is that we are here physically. This is no one's dream.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
Well, the fuck should I know?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Ehrman was using, and there could be others.
This is shitty. I'll fight whatever you give me, boss. But nobody said nothing about getting dragged through the ass end of Demon Town.
In the real world, the rift with the demons in it was nearby, in the main hall. Can we get out the same way?
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right? There. Let's go.
Okay, so, in case you hadn't paid attention, we are actually physically in the Fade, which is a very, very, very bad thing. The last time this happened, you got the Blight.
Hey, Chief, let's join the Inquisition. Good fights for a good cause. I don't know, Krem. I hear there are demons. Don't worry about the demons, Chief. I'm sure you're gonna see many. Can't believe this asshole. Everyone, if I get possessed, faint on my blind side, then go low. Cullen says I leave myself open. Good to know.
There are a lot of letters, notes, that type of thing here in the Fade with us. Giving background and all sorts of things. Mostly sad missives from people who I assume have died at this point. And our goal is up there and to the right, but we're going to do a little searching around first. There are a lot of side paths and hidey holes here in the Fade. And these things, which act like loot boxes, most of them contain shit, so I'll be skipping a good deal of them, because there's really nothing here that we can pick up that we don't already have, or we don't have something better. And this has been a recurring theme in all the Dragon Age games. You inevitably end up in the Fade at some point, and there'll be these little things lying around that will give you permanent bonuses to all your attributes. It's a baller-ass chair. is another one of our things in the Fade. You'll find these fears of the Dreamers, and you have to find some sort of relevant object to give back to them, and you'll get a little bonus for doing all of these. There's 5.
Let's look around.
Although it's kind of a bitch, because when you're in this knee-deep water, the pulses are impossible to see. You have to get on dry land to figure out where the shit is. Oh, goody, a bonus to my magic.
That looks odd.
Everything looks odd. The modeling here is really cool. Lots of floating stone and spires and things like that. Things in fucked up positions they shouldn't be in. And also a ton of supply caches, so drink up.
What? That can't be.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
Yeah.
From the little I remember of what happened at Haven, I thought you were dead.
I don't recall the divine glowing. In my experience, that's something spirits do.
You
And
think
oddly
my
enough,
survival
she's
impossible.
not glowing here.
Yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are?
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I'd like to have a few words with this nightmare about that.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
Good networking.
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
I'm just gonna say what everyone's thinking.
The big demon Eramond was trying to bring through.
Yes,
It's nearby.
yes.
Well, shit.
When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
No, those are demons. So we'll get these demons that will spawn, and for everyone we kill, they will drop a memory, more or less. And wherever they die is where they leave their memory.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
That's not gonna work.
Run while you can! Warn them! Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
We've heard all of this before.
What's going on here?
Oh, it don't sound like someone watching paint dry. Denied! That's right, Corypheus' master plan got derailed by an old lady bitch slapping his ball away.
It wasn't sent by Andraste.
Well, no shit.
It came from that orb Corypheus was using.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Some emotional options here. But I mean, oh, fuck
I
it.
never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself, through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
What's wrong, Hawk?
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed Corypheus took their minds. You've seen it happen yourself. Come on. You can add it to the things to yell at the Wardens about when we get out of here.
Oh, I intend to.
Do you think that was truly the Divine?
Well, I have no idea. If it's a spirit, it's not acting like one. No demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
That's great and all, but the nightmare is the thing currently scaring the shit out of me.
A demon that steals people's fear. Oh, I've got a few I wouldn't mind losing myself. But after what it did to the Wardens, it's going to learn to fear for itself.
You get him, Alistair. If you hadn't guessed, it's probably best to come here with a very empty inventory, because there's a ton of shit to pick up. Most of the stuff in here is pretty depressing.
Ah, we have a visitor. Some silly little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. but you are a guest here in my home. So by all means, let me return what you have forgotten.
I'm not sure why the Nightmare Demon speaks with Corypheus' voice, but there you go. I also had quite a few freezes during this section. Don't know why. Never happened before.
Guess this nightmare wasn't such hot shit after all.
These are just his servants, I imagine.
Just let me have this moment to hope, all right?
And this is a fairly important note. We find out how Corypheus became Corypheus. Fucking platforming. And then I came over here. And it's like, God damn it, really? Fuck you. And over here, another one of those turbo dwarf engines. Don't know what the fuck those things are.
Be ready! I'm guessing those aren't friendly either!
And in several spots you'll get these spiders spawning. They all have different names for fears, and you'll see me sometimes stealth in and target individual ones because I'm trying to show off all the names. Because there's one that's really goddamn funny, and unfortunately I never find it. I don't know if it never spawned or I missed it in combat, but I'll give a little explanation for that one in the thread. After you read it, the investigate prompt doesn't go away, but there's no change to the letter or anything like that. It's just the same thing.
I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. Like Blackwall. There's nothing like a Grey Warden, and you are nothing. like a Grey Warden.
I'll show you a warden's strength, beast.
The Kunari will make a lovely host for one of my minions. Or maybe I will ride his body myself.
I'd like to see you try.
If you have cleansing runes available, you may want to slap them into your weapons before setting out on this mission, just because there are so many demons. It's all demons in the Fade, all the time. We're not having any trouble because we're over-leveled as shit, but if you come here sooner when you really should have, it can be a little hairy on higher difficulties.
Dorian. It is Dorian, isn't it? For a moment I mistook you for your father.
Rather uncalled for.
Rude. I missed a note there.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Meryl is going to die, just like your family, and everyone you ever cared about.
Well, that's going to grow tiresome quickly.
And the Nightmare Demon will have sort of customized comments for anyone that you bring on the mission, and may reveal a little bit about fears, internal motivations, etc., etc. This one's particularly fucking depressing. Who's afraid of Templars?
Smaller fears, I would wager. Scavenging whatever the nightmare leaves behind.
And, of course, they look like giant spiders.
You saw spiders? Spiders would have been a massive improvement from what I saw.
Of course. The demons look different to each of us. Personalized little terrors.
Well, now I feel better.
Seems like most people see spiders, but there's always at least one person in your party that's like, fuck, that's not what I saw at all.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger. We only have a short time. Ask what you must.
This seems like a good time to stop and chat.
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories. Lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words? Trust what you have seen.
I've seen shit floating upside down.
So, all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is, It is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks the door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
I'd like to know more about the nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow, as you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
So, can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
I don't see a Maker anywhere. Do you?
In fact, I see him all around us. But is he real? Is his will made manifest? Of this, none can be certain.
Odd thing for the Divine to say.
If we have no doubt, our faith has no value.
You still haven't answered my question. What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rest in you.
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
Thanks for that Cheshire Cat bullshit.
We should keep moving.
Go grab some more memories. You can't outfit Hawk and Alistair, because I'm surely got some better equipment than that fucking piece of a wooden fence shield.
Keep running!
Go!
The voice acting!
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
Hilariously, I was wearing the same armor
Keep running!
that I just made.
Go!
It was you.
Meh.
They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you... She died.
Meh.
Yes.
So this can't be the Divine.
You don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Meh. Shit, she's going nuclear. I don't know why she lost the dress, but kept that stupid hat. I'm not interested in all this existential bullshit.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
What, again? It wasn't their fault. We can debate the depressing details when we get back to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
So what do you say? Terrible actions are only justified when they're your terrible actions? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
What are you saying? You want to get rid of the Wardens? Everyone makes mistakes. They would have died to save us.
Don't know that we can pass judgment on the only folks who know how to stop blights.
They might still be useful. What if Corypheus conjures another blight? You never know.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
The nightmare has found us.
All together!
I'm with you.
Darkspawn, demons, abominations. It should actually just be a list of all the shit we've murdered so far in this game.
Follow the Divine. Whatever she is our way out of here.
Take a little drinky. Shit just everywhere. No, don't do it. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Join us next time when we try and get the fuck out of the Fade.